Juggernaut on Urban Dictionary is someone being obsessed with big tits.
Well, that is Cam.
Have you guys been seeing any ghost videos like around Halloween?
Welcome to the Lincoln Burrito with Extra Cream podcast. I'm Jake, and I'm a grass daddy. Fuck, I keep fucking it up. I'm so used to you. You've left me in the trenches for so long that you've made my brain switch over.
I got back from my mountain bear hunting trip.
It was a fucking adventure. I'm Jake, this is Cam, and we are...
the Grass Daddies.
And this is a part 2 episode, kinda. Well, it's going to be its own episode, but we're recording a twofer on the same day. So the mini fridge has already been opened up, so we're just going to bull right through that. But we have our girlfriends with us.
I mean, we can throw a beer in there just to say it was in there. And
Lena and Bailey.
I'm sorry, one of them is a wife, actually?
My girlfriend Lena and Cam's wife Bailey are joining us on this episode because Cam and Bailey are in town for New Year's. We told you guys all about it in the last episode. If you're just now listening to this one, you want to hear about what happened to us on New Year's, then just go back to the last episode and listen to that. And then leave a comment about what your resolution. I don't know. I don't even remember what we talked about. It's been so long already. I just tried to tune it all out.
Exactly.
But there was a couple things. I hope, because this is going to be a week later, I hope they're just like, what the fuck is the honeymoon story? Because we talked about, Cam was like, honeymoon, don't let me forget. And then we never talked about it. So 1 week later, if you've been anticipating the honeymoon, whatever the fuck you're talking about, we've also apparently got a toilet paper prop here that's also going to be involved somehow. I have no idea. Girls are over there having the chuckle fucks, but what do you want to do first?
I'll tell the honeymoon.
Okay.
So,
please do.
With our package or whatever we got for our honeymoon, we got 2 massages.
So where'd you go? What happened?
So we were in Cancun, Mexico.
There we go.
And the second day I got real larried up. The rest of the week, it wasn't that bad.
What happened the first day? Drop the ball or
Travel.
what?
Travel, pretty much.
When did that ever stopped you?
Got food. We spent like $28 on a plane for 2 drinks. Bailey got wine in a can.
It was champagne.
Canned wine?
Champagne in a can.
It was really good, actually. And then I asked for orange juice, and I had a little mimosa.
They brought a tiny, tiny little boxed wine with the tiny little bag in it.
Yeah, so she
You
got
gotta open it.
a can of champagne, and I got a
campaign.
Michelob Ultra, and it was $28.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 14 a piece, or were they?
You also got Pringles.
Pringles.
Yeah, I got Pringles. Pringles are the greatest fucking airport snack ever. But, anyways, so we got there, did all that. We met a lovely couple down there that just was on their honeymoon as well. So we were down at, like, the pool, and, you know, we were talking about this. When you get in a hot tub, you're drinking, you don't realize you're fucked up till you get out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, in Mexico, where it's that hot, it's this opposite effect, but you're in a pool. Well, it's the same effect, but you're in a pool. And then you get out into the hot air, and you're just flat on your ass.
Because it's just like cooking all the water out of you, and you're just getting...
I don't know.
Alcohol's hitting you harder.
Hammered drunk. And Bailey was trying to get me to do this.
Hammered drunk.
She was trying to get me to do this flow rida deal. And it's like where they have the waves come up and you get on like a little boogie board.
Like one of the fake wave things?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Did your bra come off? Have you ever seen those where like they biff it and then it fucking wing?
That's all I watched.
And they...
Yeah.
It's like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly.
One of those.
I judge areolas for a living.
Did your trunks wink?
No, I didn't actually get on it.
Oh, you didn't do it?
I went through the whole signing papers shit.
A waiver.
A waiver.
You have to do a waiver?
Yeah, if I get hurt, then I'm not going to sue them. And then I went up there, and some kid was just sitting there in the wave deal for like ever. And I was standing there, and I was drunk. I was ready to go back to the room. And so I just said, fuck it, and I left. I never got on it. Bailey still wants me to get on it. I'm like, I would have broken my fucking neck or something.
That's what she was counting on.
I was so drunk I could no, because nothing was in her name, so she couldn't get any life insurance or anything yet.
Dude, that would be such a sick true crime podcast if you took out a life insurance policy on him and then made him go on one of those things and he fucking ripped his fucking vertebrae out and then you just...
I don't think that'd be very sick.
It'd make for a good podcast, is what he's saying.
I'm just joking.
There is a story where
I would cry a little bit if Cam died.
a guy took his wife. They went on their honeymoon and they went scuba diving, and he like tampered with her shit, and she died. And
I feel like I've heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
Like he yoinked one of her oxygen tubes out or something.
That shit's crazy. He just has like a little packet of blood and he's just squirting it for the sharks to come eat her.
She's like, I can't go. I'm on my period.
No.
He's like, no, we can definitely go.
Anyways, so we got these massages, right? And I was so confused. They don't hardly speak any English. So
You're like, why aren't you guys speaking English?
they're pretty much just like, and everything sounds optional, right? So they give you like this robe, and they give you these weird ass slippers.
Sock for your pee-pee.
No. So I'm like sitting in there, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Like right now, I'm ready. I don't need the robe or anything like that on. And he's like, put the robe on and then put your slippers on and we'll take you back. And the pool, I wanted to go in the pool, but Bailey said, no swimsuits. We're not bringing our swimsuits. We don't need to go in the pool. They had a hot pool and they had a cold pool. And I wanted to go swimming in it and hang out in there. But anyways, so Bailey, before we left, I sent her on a mission to go shopping for me. So she went shopping and she got me these cool shorts that have the underwear, like compression shorts already built into them. For some reason, I thought it was a good idea to wear that to the massage. And so she's like, well, just take everything off. And I'm like, does that mean like get butt ass naked? And she's like, well, cover yourself up with a blanket after. So I'm like,
She's like, you can wear your underwear, but you didn't have any underwear because it was a compression shorts?
no, I didn't ask her. She just said, get completely undressed. And so I'm like, okay.
And you said naked?
No.
You didn't ask.
No. I take
I love where this story is going.
get completely undressed as like a sign, right? Like get butt ass naked.
The word completely kind of signifies everything.
So I would have done the
resolution
thing of just wearing my underwear, but I didn't have underwear.
The old compression shorts got you. So what'd you do?
So I just left my shorts on.
Okay.
And got the massage was nice. Besides when she like got up to my neck, she was just like ramming my face in the fucking pillow. I'm
Into
like,
the donut?
easy does it.
Into the donut.
But yeah, it was good. It was pretty awesome.
Normally, don't they go like, you like tell me when to ease off, and they like go hard?
No, she didn't give a fuck.
She didn't
She
even
was
ask
doing-
what you were okay with.
She was doing whatever.
She was just taking out anger on
And
you,
then she kind of like pulled my shorts down, like so it was like half cocked over my ass cheek, but not really.
so she could get access
And I'm
to
like,
your lower back.
where are you going, bro? Like, no.
Have you ever had a professional massage before?
No.
that? Okay.
I doubt she's a professional. They're probably just
It
good
would
at.
be illegal if she wasn't.
You have to be licensed to be a masseuse.
They are.
You just look back, you're like, you're getting
Oh.
paid for this, right? She's like, yeah, by you.
I thought about looking up and be like, where's the happy ending?
You just go, when do I flip over? And you just have a huge boner.
They just have a little hole in the fucking.
Yeah. You feel someone
It sounds
tugging
like-
at you from the bottom.
This fucking seems like something off the old hub.
Anyway,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, so we did that, and we almost got caught by hurricane weather down there. The day we left, it was supposed to hit. We spent $83 at a restaurant in the airport I got a beer that was like about that tall and about yay big around.
is he?
Like 32 ouncer.
No, was it? I don't know. Either way,
40?
It was huge. It was huge. It made Bailey's head look like a little pea.
It's a weird way to describe it. It was so big it made Bailey's head look small.
It did, 'cause that's how I held it up. I was like, oh.
But I was also like
it's about
4
the same
feet away
size as
from
your
her.
face.
I was like 4 feet away from her though, so it looked like a oil barrel.
Yeah. And what'd you get? Some fancy drink? Her fancy drink was $23.
But I got to keep the cup.
Oh,
It was
souvenir
It
cup.
was so worth the cup.
Was it a cup or a glass?
A glass.
A glass.
Like those beer glasses. It's kind of like
A flute?
wavy. No, not a flute. I don't know.
That's
what
a
it's called.
flute.
Will you unplug the mini fridge? Don't worry, it's not going to kill it or anything. The mini fridge will still work. It's just I don't want to have it kicking on and off while we're recording because we don't have anything in there because we already got our offering for the episodes.
And it's about that for the honeymoon.
What else happened? You guys go golfing?
Yeah, we went golfing. It was too hot to finish our
Oh my
round.
gosh. I was dying.
Because the one time you went to Cancun, you got really sick, and you couldn't even finish the round.
Oh, we went on ATV excursion where we got to ride ATVs through trails. And don't let Bailey drive
Why?
because her hands can't reach the fucking brakes.
Oh shit!
So she's just full throttle mashed, and we're coming into like a 90-degree turn.
She has to like
And she
fully
just-
reach off and pull.
She's just like, just taking the corners like this, and I'm sitting on the back like,
Whoa!
just my ass is sliding everywhere. I'm like, oh my god.
You don't even have your hands around your wife?
These trails
They
were
don't
like
let you.
Oh,
muddy, like windy. So like every
Sounds
curve
fun.
was just like straight muddy water. It
just
was
digging
fun.
in.
Yeah, and I was the greatest driver ever.
It was more fun
Do you
when
piss
Cam was
excellence?
driving. I didn't like
Yeah.
driving. Honestly,
I'm the best there ever was. You're on fire, Ricky Bobby.
Do you know what I realized sitting here listening to you? Because spoiler alert, I don't listen to your podcast. And you don't listen to mine, so it's fair. You guys really just talk, and a lot of things don't mean anything.
What do you mean?
What did you just say?
You're on fire, Ricky Bobby.
Well, it's an inside quote.
From what?
A movie that we
Talladega
both know,
Nights.
and most
Oh.
people probably also know. So you're the one that's not in the
That's
loop.
just one example.
I'm
You're
the
not
best
in the
there ever
loop.
was and ever will be. I wake up in the morning and piss excellence.
Hey, we're the ones doing the interview, not you.
I think I can help with whole pan.
Hello, Miss Lady. Bailey, what was your favorite part of your honeymoon?
well,
And I'll
hang
mute
on,
Cam's
hang
for
on, hang
I'll
on.
mute Cam's mic for this
We
next
went
part.
in a cenote,
What's that?
just
Like,
like
a private swimming hole,
it's just deep.
and the water is like cool.
Bailey, tell us about it.
Yeah, tell us
Get
about
the pull the mic over. Talk about your
Cam
honeymoon. Tell us
Held
your favorite
me
part.
at gunpoint to go on a zip line.
Oh, but it ended up being your favorite part?
No.
Oh, okay. You can talk about what you hated the most, too.
No. I don't know what my favorite part was. Just doing whatever we wanted.
Just spending
They
time
had
with my
a
new
day at
husband.
the pool where they had this like inflatable obstacle course.
Ooh.
It was pretty funny. Cam said he's gonna see how fast he could go through it, and totally ate it, wiped out.
Time
Fell off the side and I
It was
couldn't
so
get back
funny.
up.
inflatable.
It was so fun.
And you know, when everything is free,
Since you already paid for it and you now have access to it.
yeah, but it's weird. You know, like I pay for food and I'm like, man, I'm not that hungry. I'm not gonna finish it. There was like a weird thing that I was like, well, it was free, and people just get like shit tons of food and take like one bite of it and just leave the rest.
Yeah.
This circles back to our conversation earlier.
Yeah.
I tried the
Wasteful.
only like we but there was a lot of like restaurant options, and for breakfast not as many, so we would always mostly go to this buffet thing, and I would just like take what I wanted to eat and then eat it. I'm not one to really branch out and try new things, so
I was trying new shit left and right.
I feel like I didn't waste.
Did you get
that
like some
much.
calamari?
No, I cannot eat that.
No.
Really?
No, I don't want no tentacles going down my guzzler, okay? But oh, the cenote had like the little fish, you know, that you go to spas and they eat your feet. Yeah,
They
I can't
eat your feet.
They eat the
dead
flesh.
skin, I
Yeah. And that shit was weird, man. And then we ate food all the way out in the middle of nowhere.
Nuh-uh.
I thought I was gonna die. We literally went in the middle of nowhere to this deal.
Was there some cartel action going on?
No, I wasn't getting scalped or anything. I would have fit right in.
Just like sketch.
I would have been like, hey, you know what? We can be friends, okay? This asshole has had nothing in it. It's tight. I'll ram whatever as long as you let me live.
Have you guys seen that video of the like the two? It's like a gay couple. It's these two guys, and they're in their car, and they pull up, and then it's just this.
Yes.
The cartel guys just come up to their car and are just aiming AKs at them, and they're both just like, "Fuck you, please, we're lost. I swear to God, don't kill us."
I have seen that.
And it's actually kind of nice because it's the cartel guys are like, "It's okay, it's okay, it's okay." Like they're reassuring them, like, "Don't worry, we're not gonna blow your head off. You're just not
What, is
supposed
this
to
a
be
movie?
here." No, it's just a YouTube video.
Like
Oh,
a dash cam footage
Yeah.
situation.
oh, I gotta watch this. I've never seen this.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're not gonna
Look it
fucking
up.
kill you both. They're like, "Please, we're just lost."
I discovered a pretty cool video the other day. It's War to Master of Puppets. So they show like actual war clips of
Like warfare clips.
yeah, of,
With Metallica playing over it.
yeah. And so they like cuts like drone.
It's so cool, dude.
They cut to like Black Hawks, like the infrared videos. And it's pretty cool.
Master,
Yeah.
and it's just someone's head getting.
There was like 50 Taliban there, and they just dropped a huge bomb, and you see them just like walking, and then all of a sudden, the camera goes dark because the missile just hit them.
Sounds so cool.
It is kind of cool. The song just goes, man.
Yeah, that song is cool to anything.
But that's really all.
You
I
could
had
show a
about
compilation
the
of like Peppa Pig,
honeymoon,
and if you put Master of Puppets over it, it'd be hype.
yeah.
It made me think of it. You didn't know about the USS Indianapolis until I told you, right? Or did you?
No, I don't know if
you-
I knew the explicit
No.
Do
details.
you guys
but
know it? Ow.
Dong.
we're not editing that out, by the way. That's staying in.
All right, you're cut off. You're done for the day.
So, can I just explain it just a little bit?
By all means.
Okay. So USS Indianapolis was taking like bomb parts that they had already dropped them off, but it was during World War II, and a Japanese submarine
Torpedoed.
torpedoed them, so the ship sunk, and so there was like 800 crewmen that were just like stranded in the ocean for 5 days, and sharks would just come up and like pick them off as they're all just floating in the water.
That's wild. I gotta look this up now.
Didn't get a very good reaction out of him,
I
did you?
didn't.
I'm intrigued. It's like some.
I think the thing that was most intriguing to me was they were talking about the guys, even if they didn't get like picked off by sharks, there was like exposed bone from their toes showing just because of the salinity of the water was just eating away at their skin from being in the water for so long. And like they
Oh.
grab their arm and try to pull them up on it, and it would just like their skin would just like flake off.
Ugh. I gotta look it up though.
There's a documentary on Amazon Prime. It was an okay documentary, but
Was it free?
yeah,
I love free things.
me too.
So there's some toilet paper on the table here.
Yes.
You guys, what's the explanation behind
We
it?
need to know.
Okay.
This came up from watching the Dude Perfect video while you guys were at the gas
Get
station.
that out of the way.
Okay.
So,
Looks like about 4 squares.
yes. So say
4 squares of TP.
you just did your business.
Way
You-
more.
You just, well, I didn't want to waste your toilet paper. So, you just ripped it off the roll. Mm-hmm. What do you do with it before you wipe?
Wad.
So,
You're a
me,
wad wiper?
me
I don't
personally,
fold.
we're all going to go around and demonstrate. I would rip it off, fold it,
Okay. And then you've got a nice like 8
Perfect.
ply pad
Yes. Okay, Lena,
to clean the cooch.
let me move out of the camera.
Well, now girls wipe when they pee.
Yes.
That's-
So this is like every time.
That looks good to me.
Are you-
So okay. Cam, if you go like this so I could practice. Let's see here. I'm currently winding the toilet paper onto Cam's fingers because I have to have a true field this. I go. Yeah, I'm a water.
Oh my god.
I'm a water, 100% water.
I used to be a
I don't
water.
fold. Are you a folder?
So first off,
You want the?
so I just pull it off.
Yep.
And then I fold.
Fold
Wipe.
once, wipe.
Fold.
That's pretty smart.
Wipe.
That is smart.
I cannot reuse toilet paper like that.
Well, I get enough that I can fold the wad on
oh
itself.
god.
Yeah, same.
Well, see, I've
Don't
had so
gaslight
many,
me on my own podcast.
No.
I've had so many endless
Our
wipers
podcast.
lately. If I didn't use the same square twice, I'd go through a fucking roll wiping my ass one time.
Has he
So
been?
you wipe, and then if you have to wipe again, you wipe, and then if you have to wipe again,
I get more.
You get more?
Yeah.
Okay,
Would you quit headbutting that stand?
since
Okay,
we're
but
on this talk,
Typically, I usually don't use more than like
Can
4
we go?
squares, to be
Oh, okay.
honest.
Okay, I'm gonna make a new resolution. Can we go a full year without talking about poop?
yeah.
No,
No.
I know it won't happen.
Here-
already
here-
wrote
I
it.
won't. I won't do it. I won't do it.
This is how we.
I
should,
love shit talking.
We should all try to do the old trick. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. You go like this. You go like this, and then you poke a hole in the middle.
No, you rip off a corner.
Yeah.
You got to rip off the
Yeah,
corner.
You rip off your corner like that, and then
Yep.
you go like this, and you ram it up your sphinx, and you go like this, and then you take the toilet paper,
Yep.
and you go.
No.
Clean your finger off, and then you take the corner.
You take the corner, throw that in the toilet, and then you get under your fingernail.
You use the little corner to get under the nail.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Where did you come up with this?
I don't know.
I've seen it on the internet.
Yeah,
I've never done it. I never will do it.
That's
but
what I seen, but
It's kind of genius.
Okay, another question, really quick. Do you wipe sitting down or standing up?
Sitting.
I'm a sitter.
I'm a stander
Okay,
all
so
day.
I have a question about this because I've heard about other people that stand when they wipe. Do you stand with your knees bent a little bit so your cheeks are a little bit open, or do you stand straight up and like shove your hand in between your butt cheeks?
Good question, Lena.
I like kick one leg out like this, and
You
Okay.
kickstand it. You go one up on the toilet seat.
yeah.
But
Do you actually?
No.
What? So you bend your knees a little bit?
No, I just like want I don't know, like kind of shift to the side a little bit so I can get my arm around, and then
see, that's what I do while I'm sitting. Why don't you just sit
Yeah.
like
'Cause
this? Like you just lean.
I'm restricted, like, you know what I mean, like this, and I'm scared I'm gonna go and then go right up my back and just smear shit everywhere.
God.
All right, but don't you guys hate when you're wiping your ass and your finger pokes through?
Oh my god! This is why I don't crumple. This is why I fold it. But he folds.
So you do it for the structural integrity
because
of.
I don't want that on my hands.
Okay, it's okay.
But I get enough where I can crumple it, use
Right.
it a couple times, and my fingers aren't going to poke through.
Maybe it's because
Yeah.
I don't use very much.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but when I'm wiping, I'm using like my hand. I'm not like. Why would your finger ever poke through?
I do the flat palm pretty much.
How would a finger ever poke through? You mean like fall off the side and you get a little bit on the edge?
No. Like, I'm saying, like, right once you go across the butthole area, you just whoop,
Whoop.
whoo.
I don't know what a whoop means.
Okay, but you do a flat palm?
Yeah.
How-
But then, like, I'm doing a flat palm, but then I'm kind of like
Slight
curling
scoop.
my
A
fingers
slight
like that.
scoop.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just right through
I don't
the
know
toilet.
what a whoop means.
They just poke right through the toilet paper.
I think that's
What
if you
kind
don't
of
have
ply?
enough. Right?
I go through a lot of toilet paper.
Toilet.
What kind of ply are we talking here?
Oh, we're talking 2-ply fucking.
Like great value, but it's like the Charmin dupe.
Okay.
See, but I like.
Okay.
Not bad.
I also got a bone to pick with schools, man. You go in there and wipe your ass with school toilet paper. It's like wiping your ass with 2,000 grit sandpaper.
And you can
Cam,
see
the
through it.
higher the grit, the
Yeah,
smoother it
I
is.
know. It's smooth, but it's still a little
But it's
rough.
pretty okay.
It's like,
So
and
like
it's,
120.
It's also like Chuck Norris. That's what they should just name it. Chuck Norris toilet paper. Because Chuck Norris don't take shit off of anybody. And you can sit there and wipe and wipe and wipe and wipe and wipe and wipe and wipe. But guess what? You still have shit streaks in your underwear.
This just in, Cam has shit streaks in his underwear.
Oh, 100%. The good thing is, hey, guess what? I haven't pooped my pants yet this year.
And if anything doesn't deserve a round of applause, that I think does.
I made it 12 hours without shitting myself. Anyways, all right.
Is your resolution this year going to be to try to shit yourself less?
No, I'm shitting my pants as much
You know
as
what?
possible.
You should make it a resolution to take more fiber supplements.
I agree. Or
Just
get
try
a
it.
colonoscopy.
Dude, no. Just try Metamucil.
Okay.
Just try it. I think you can get it in pills.
I just want one of those that comes out like a fucking brick. You know what I mean?
That's what Metamucil will do.
It
makes it super fibrous. It doesn't make it a ball. It just gets it all out.
Gets it moving.
It cleans you out. It makes your poops just normal. It's not a laxative. It doesn't make you poop. It just cleans you out.
It goes in
and
there
it
and
makes
just collects everything.
It collects everything and brings it together. And then, like, this is how I always describe it, okay? Here's your butthole. Here's your colon.
Jake's
Okay.
making a diamond.
Here's your colon with poop in it. And you go to poop, and you go, and it kind of squeezes some poop out. And then it's still kind of like this. There's still some poop in there. See that little opening at the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
That's your Sharpie tip you're worried about.
I don't know how to describe this to the...
That's your Sharpie tip. You're going through a whole roll. But now here's your colon full of poop with Metamucil. Here it comes. And it just squeezes it all out. Ghost wipes, dude. I'm telling you, Ghost Wipe City.
Oh,
It's just about the best thing in the world.
I
You
would
go to wipe
die
and there's
for a ghost wipe right now.
if you go to wipe and there's nothing on that toilet paper but lint, oh, that's just the best.
You have lint in your ass crack.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I mean your underwear is made of fabric and it's sitting up in your asshole all day.
Bailey always
A
makes
little bit
fun
of
of me.
lint is gonna get in there.
Like anytime I blow my nose, do you guys look at it
If I'm sick, to
Sometimes.
see if it's still green, to see if I'm still sick.
to inspect it? Well, I always do that because I want to know if something's going on.
If I'm sick and I'll blow my nose and check it, because if it's like real bright green, that means you're sick. If it's clear, then you're not sick.
Well, does anybody do that with toilet paper? Do you
Well,
do you take a gander at your shit?
Well, you have to know if you need to keep wiping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
You don't look at it?
No.
How do you know when to stop wiping?
I gotta stop looking at you.
I just feel. I don't know.
Feel what?
I just know.
You just know?
Yeah.
All right.
What do you have Ruger check for you? How do you know when to stop wiping? You gotta look.
Because I am a get more person, right? So like if the second
Are your
one,
shit so regular, you're like 3 wipes of 4 folded things, and I'm good.
No.
You're not that regular?
No. You can just feel. I don't know.
I kind of get what you're saying.
See, but then when do you stop wiping? Do you stop wiping after like
When it
the
starts
toilet
feeling
paper's
really
like
resistance, like there's...
Well,
completely clean,
You,
or do
I
you
know.
leave a little extra on there?
Clean.
what kind of answer is that? Or question is that?
Hey, asshole hairs, man, they get in the way. I need to fucking buy some Nair, bro.
Have you ever shaved your asshole?
No,
Really?
no.
Me neither.
That's why. All you gotta do is squat in the shower, spread the cheeks, get a razor
So
up there.
I'm not going to have my mom listen to this episode. I'm just kidding.
We need
Even
a
if I
new
asked her
topic.
to. So... Man, we're already halfway done, and we've just been talking about poop and wiping the whole time.
Yeah,
No, the honeymoon.
But that was a fun demonstration. The whole...
that's what I'm talking about, man. I hate when you get little shit on your finger, and then you got to go fucking.
I don't know if I've ever gotten shit on my finger.
Hey, Cam. Still... It's pretty clear, but...
Mine was black the other day.
Black?
Yeah, from cutting clay tile. It's
Like you were sniffing at a bunch of dirt? Who's fucking with their thing?
me.
Okay.
I was going like this. It's like
Yeah, I can hear that.
terracotta, and it was getting in my nose from cutting it, and it's just black.
Sometimes that is kind of satisfying. Like if we're like chopping up plugs or something and you get dust in your nose and you just get some wicked bugs. But they're nice and dry and crusty and you can like pull them out.
Okay, so I was actually just going to bring this up.
Let's
We're
go.
all nose pickers here, right?
Bailey strikes me as someone
Yeah.
who never picks her nose
No,
ever because it's
we've
gross.
had this conversation with Cam and Bailey.
Okay.
Yeah, she
Fine.
picks her boogers.
We need to normalize talking about poop and normalize picking your fucking nose.
No shit.
Are
Like,
you gonna ask me if I eat it?
No.
who, like, why, why isn't shit talk normal? Like, I want to walk in, see some guy come out of a stall,
Maybe
and I'd be
because
like,
it's gross.
yo, bro, how was it? You know?
Okay, but I think shit talk is more normalized than, like, picking your nose talk.
Dude,
No one-
I picked
Shitting
a
is
huge
necessary, but
bug.
picking your nose isn't necessarily necessary.
But let's be honest. You can't shove a Kleenex up there and get it as clean as you just can with your finger.
Right.
Right. Some of the ones that are dry and stuck in there,
Yeah.
And
holding on
sometimes
to a
they
nose
hurt.
hair for dear life, you
Yes.
can't blow that out of there. You got to go in there and extract it.
Now talking about nose picking, I feel like I got a bunch of shit in my nose. Yeah, I definitely pick my nose, and I really don't give a shit. A guy I work with hates snot. But the weird thing is, if you blow your nose and you're like, "Hey, dude, look,"
Well, why would
he'll
you do
fucking
that?
puke. But you like the other day when we were out hunting, I just farmer's blue, and he's just fine with it.
That's different.
I had like a runny nose because it was cold as shit out, and I had like a little bit in my mustache, and he was like, and I'm like, but then I turn around, and I go, and he's like, no, that ain't that bad. I'm like,
That's the same shit.
yeah.
Can we talk about how satisfying it is, though, when you do get, like, one of the dry ones?
Sure.
That's just massive.
Do you want me to stop talking about
No.
gross things?
It's not gross to me.
Okay.
I
Would you want to talk?
I agree.
Just how satisfying it is when you get, like, a dry boogie out.
Well,
Like
yeah,
Lena.
especially if it's like blocking your airway.
So are you guys like
Instant relief.
like pluck a big boog, and if it's like real big, like write home about, you guys like, yo, check this out.
No.
I'm not necessarily showing it off. I'm just strictly business. You just got to get it out of there and get rid of it.
Is it weird to have pictures of your poop on your phone?
For
depends.
who are they for?
Just myself, like I've really thought about one day creating an album, you know, and just saving the monster shits. Cause I have some like triple wrappers, like they'll.
So do you stand up and take a picture of it before you wipe so the toilet paper's not in the way?
No, I leave the toilet paper in there.
Then you can't see it.
Well, I gotta get a little
Now-
clean.
I understand that you guys have a very, I mean, you guys are obviously experts on this and you have it down to a system, but I feel like it's weird, however, only if they're just normal shits. If it's worth taking a picture of,
Yes.
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
wouldn't think it's weird.
No, I'm not gonna take
It's
a.
a triple. Or if it's a breacher so big it's coming up out of the water.
Yeah. Dude, I had a juggernaut the other day.
What is that?
A juggernaut's where you shit and it just like disappears down the hole, and you're like look in the toilet and you're like, I know something. Came
Why
out
is
of
it
my
called a juggernaut?
ass. I don't know. There, look it up. Look up different names for poop.
Juggernaut shit.
Yeah, different names for poop.
I think I just call that like a mystery shit or like a
I
ghost
also
shit. 'Cause
want-
you're like I felt it come out, but it's not in there.
I also want to just drop an upper decker one day.
No.
Yeah.
Where would you do that at?
I don't
Obviously
know.
not in your own place.
Your house.
No. Fuck no. This would be the last podcast we ever record.
Man, it smells like shit in here.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah. It just says, like, doo-doo, turd, crap.
No, look up
like,
juggernaut shit.
No, like look up different names for different types of turds. It's on there.
You've got your
I promise.
You've got your Green Machine, you've got your Spectre, you've got your Overwatch, you've got your How You're Going, you've got your Whiskey Santa Claus, you've got your
What is it called?
There's a stool chart.
Yeah.
What did you say it was called?
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut shit.
The juggernaut.
The
Drops to the
Juggernaut.
bottom of the turlet. But
The different kinds are called marbles, caterpillar, hot dog, snake, amoebas, soft serve, and
Amoeba?
Jackson Pollock.
Jackson Pollock. I've had a couple of those
what's a
when I was
Jackson Pollock?
Diarrhea.
Who the
Splatter.
fuck is Jackson Pollock?
a splatter artist,
Yeah.
painter.
Oh,
I had a couple of those when I was sick, dude.
dude, there's somebody at work.
was
and
peeing
I
out
don't
of my
know
butt.
who it is.
Peeing.
Has
Peeing
like
out of my butt.
diarrhea.
I was peeing out of my butt.
I get that. That's where I'm
It
leading.
was like water
I think you came up
out
with
of my
that.
butt.
Well, fine. Maybe I came up with it. If not, it's
I
still
was
cool.
peeing out of my butt.
Literally nothing on here.
Okay. Well, anyways, there's some guy at work that.
Wait. Juggernaut on Urban Dictionary is someone being obsessed with big tits.
Well, that is Cam.
Have you guys been seeing any ghost videos like around Halloween?
You guys seen Oppenheimer?
I've seen a lot of ghost videos.
Like on TikTok?
Tell me a couple.
No, on Instagram, you know, like where they stick the big googly eyes there, and then they have the sheet over with it cut out, and they're just.
No, I haven't seen that. But I'll tell you what. On TikTok, my algorithm, I've gotten a few of those creepy videos where it's like, what are they called? Echo mirrors, or I don't know, where like it's a couple in bed and then the guy's asleep next to her, and then she hears her husband's voice coming from the other room saying like, hey, come in here.
They do have a name.
But I don't know. First of all, I don't know if that could be edited or not. But
No, I've seen
No, I don't
actual
know.
things like that happen.
But what are they called? Echoes
No.
or mirrors?
Dude, that should
Some
be.
of those TikTok videos are fucking creepy, dude.
I love going down like the creepy rabbit holes. Like I like to be scared sometimes. You know what I mean? I think we've already talked
Yeah.
about this before.
Well, we've
But-
had episodes where we talk about like spooky things that have happened.
I like
us,
to
but-
be uncomfortable. No, I seriously live by the way of once you get comfortable in
I like
life.
to be a little bit on edge.
Once you get comfortable in life, that's when bad shit happens. If you're just comfortable, like, oh yeah, look, nothing's gonna happen to me.
That's when the
Boom,
tiger
fucking
pounces
dead.
out of the bushes and eats you.
I'm gonna stay as uncomfortable as
Gotta
possible.
stay alert.
Expect the worst at all times.
I think they're just called mimics.
Mimics. Fuck.
Can you imagine? Like, you just hear Lena, Jake, come here, but she's sitting right next to you. I'd be like, nope, fuck, I'm out. Later, deuces, see ya. Have a nice year.
Sometimes when I'm playing Xbox, like, I would hear a sound and I'm like, was that coming through my head? Like, is Lena calling me? Which, it could just be any sound. But, like, that would be, our house would be a nightmare zone for that kind of shit. Because we've got a
Yeah.
bunch of, like, the old, narrow hallway down here with, like, the wood paneling. And there's, like, 6-7 different rooms down here. If you started hearing
Fuck
stuff coming
that.
from this basement, oh, my God. Be like, Martin, don't go down there.
You want to hear a creepy dream I had?
Yeah.
I had a dream the other night that I was
No, I'm
sleeping.
just kidding. I don't want to hear it.
And I woke up in my dream, and I was looking at the ceiling, and like a person started like coming out of the ceiling.
Oh!
But like they weren't coming out of the ceiling. The ceiling was like stretching with them.
Oh.
And so it was like their body, like, and then the drywall or whatever was like stretching with them.
Like Freddy. That one Freddy where he's like stretching through the wall.
Where it looks like paper.
Yeah.
Or like plastic.
Like
yeah.
the wallpaper.
Like
almost
rubber
is going
latex.
with-
Yeah.
But were you like half awake? Like was
No.
it sleep paralysis? Wasn't?
No, I just had that in my like, but it was weird because it felt. I don't know. It could have been like a sleep paralysis like type thing.
Well, sleep paralysis, you're physically
Awake.
awake, but mentally you're still kind of dreaming. So you're like can look around the room, but you're like frozen because your body's still asleep.
Yeah. I don't know. It's because it was weird because like I woke up in my dream looking at the ceiling, and then I woke up in real life. Like once I was like, oh fuck, that's a nightmare, you know, and I woke myself up, and I was looking at the ceiling.
So who knows?
I don't know.
Trace was just telling me 2 episodes ago that he's been having these like dream loops where he's like, I worked like a full day and then woke up and none of it actually happened. And then he'll like get up and then he'll like wake up again.
Oh yeah, I definitely
Like
done
7.
that.
He was like, one time it happened 7 times in one night, and I was like, oh my god, that sounds
weird.
fucking horrible.
No shit. Yeah, fuck that.
But I love those videos. I think it was like a fox or something, some animal in the woods, and it was like, this isn't supposed to be racist. It was a black cop, and he was like, had his flashlight, and he's like shining it into the tree line because he was like trying to investigate something. Like maybe someone called something in, and he's standing there, and all of a sudden you just hear, just like a loud scream, and he just like turns around and walks away. Like he's like, fuck that, I'm not going in there. So, and it could have been like a mountain lion scream or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude,
But you know, someone probably heard something and was like, there's some bitches getting murdered in the woods right now. And he's like, they're like,
fuck it.
Charles, you want to go check that out? And he's like, not really. Goes out there, just from the edge of the woods, trying to flashlight in. Hears that and just nopes out of there.
I was watching a video of these guys. They were in this abandoned building, and these kids were going out there. Well, they got, and you had to climb down like ladder, and it went down like a tunnel. Well, the guys fucked with them, and they knew the building, so they went in the back way, and they had the Aztec death whistle.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
And they blew it.
They were watching the guys coming in.
Yeah, and they just like hung out in this abandoned building, and then they blew the Aztec death whistle, and it was like, if I ever heard that, like walking around at night or something, I'm fucking out. I don't give a shit what's in my way.
Just a whistle noise, or what is it?
Look it up on your phone.
Yeah.
It's 2 guys exploring, and they're like up, and they see 2 other guys coming to explore, and they're like, we're gonna fuck with these guys.
Yeah.
And they like get it, and they wait till
Those guys, you've never seen 2 guys climb a ladder so fast in your life.
Is that it?
Yeah, you like blow through it, and it's like the way it's
But that's
designed.
not the good one.
I would just.
That's just like a
feel
basic
I hear a
MP3.
scream.
Look up like
Look up
Real
abandoned
life.
building. It's probably a short. It might be like a
Is
reel.
that one?
oh, it's got to
This one?
be.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that one,
I'm
but
not trying to watch the whole prank video.
well, yeah. What's happening? Can you describe it?
He's just holding up the Aztec death whistle.
Who?
Some dude.
Can you put it so I can see? Well, it's not that, but that's what it sounds like.
They all make different noises too.
Oh. But they just look like a little skull, like a little
Yeah.
black skull.
It's probably made of just like
Or like
ceramic or something.
crow head or stuff like that. Yeah, like that shit fucking creepy.
I kind of wish we had more like abandoned buildings here, because I would totally go explore.
Oh, 100%.
But the thing about it is, the most dangerous thing you could run into is just another person doing nefarious things. Like if they're a drug person or like a demonic, worse,
Yeah.
not very good things are happening in these places.
I wanna-
Because typically,
I want to go do like Sam and Colby shit. Like go to haunted places and just stay. Like I'd go stay at the Stanley, 100%.
like staying at a like legitly known haunted place.
Yeah, Queen Mary. I'd go stay there and fuck around and find out. I don't know.
Fuck around and find out. I don't know if that's what you want to do, but
Well, like everybody says, like they want proof. Well, I believe in it, but I'm like,
you just want to experience it firsthand.
I want to experience it to be able to be like, yeah, it's fucking real. I don't know.
What's the level you would have to experience to believe it's real?
Well, he believes it's real.
No, I know, but like, what's the level you would want? You know what I mean? To like have that
Your
satiated.
proof.
All the way.
See an apparition
Yeah.
or just hear a sound. Hear a
Well, I
word.
don't know if I seen it. I'd be like, my eyes are just playing tricks on me. Like I don't know.
That's why a lot of encounters are like, nothing can be 100% valid. Nothing ever. Even if it's on video, someone could be like, that video camera's messed up.
See, but like I trust Sam and Colby, but like at the end, it's like okay, they could be doing it for views, you know? Like,
Well, yeah, they're YouTubers with how many videos?
yeah,
You think if they have 600 videos, they think they have 600 encounters? Probably not. But
well, they just go to the different places with like the music boxes and stuff. I would like, their asylum videos are fucking awesome.
Well, yeah, even if nothing happened, it would be cool and creepy just to explore abandoned building.
See, and I like it because live life uncomfortable. I'm going to put that on the
Well,
shirt.
but
hey, you
you're-
can't be the shit unless you're in it.
Hey, but your definition of why you like to be uncomfortable doesn't make sense if you're intentionally putting yourself in a dangerous place.
No, I'm not putting myself I'm saying driving and doing your everyday shit.
Like sometimes I'll just drive with my eyes closed because I just.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I'm not saying I'm saying don't get comfortable, relax in your seat and then act like everything's fine because then that's when something bad's gonna happen. Be uncomfortable. I don't know.
I think you need to talk to a therapist.
I'm just gonna stay.
I feel better when
uncomfortable.
I'm a little bit distressed.
It's kind of like ignorance is bliss. Like being ignorant and then you don't have to worry about it.
Well, ignorance is bliss is
Yeah.
I'm going to lay back in my seat because I don't know if something bad's going to happen to me. I just don't want to think about it until it does. And then, I didn't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All I know is I want to see ghosts.
Okay.
Even the ones that are on Instagram Reels.
We'll go to a
If
cemetery.
I was walking somewhere and I seen one of those ghosts, I'd be perfectly fine too.
You'd be like, I'm good. Because what is the extent of your experience? You saw a picture. What was it? We talked about it that one Halloween, I think. We talked about spooky stories. And you said you came home and the picture frame fell.
I wasn't home. My mom was home. And she asked if I came home. And the picture fell down the wall perfectly. And I've heard our shower curtain open in the middle of the night. Nobody was in there.
See, we'd probably just think it was one of the cats.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many other variables that could be going on to.
Well, but if you didn't have animals, what else could it be?
Sleepwalking.
Dude. Another guy I was working with was telling me that his kid was sleepwalking the other night, and I'm like,
That would be creepy.
and he was in the kitchen, and his son just walked right past him, went out into the couch and grabbed the TV remote and just clicked it on, and my friend that I work with was like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm just making sure the TV's off." And then he clicked it off again and walked back to his room.
Oh my God, that's fucking creepy as shit.
That gives me the EBGBs.
That's what I'm saying. I swear, if we ever have a kid that sleepwalks and I'm going to take my middle of the night piss and he's right around the corner, I'm dropping that little motherfucker. I'm cocking it back right between the eyes.
Cam is tired of walking around a corner. Seeing fucking dick.
I'm tired of seeing dicks around the corner.
No, I'm saying if I go to piss and he's standing
sees your
outside
dick.
my room,
He sees your dick.
no, I'm going to be fully clothed. I'm saying on the way.
Sorry.
I see.
I sleptwalk bad as a kid.
Really?
I went out and my parents thought I was gone, but I had one of the green turtle sandboxes, and I walked out there in the middle of the night and climbed underneath and picked up the lid and went to sleep in there and put the lid back down,
Jesus.
and they couldn't find me.
In a sandbox?
Yeah,
They're like, finally, he's gone.
I
That's
went
where
out-
he found his love for sand bunkers.
Hey.
and I slept on the trampoline, and my brothers and sisters, they would fuck with me because they had the app on the computer photo booth. You know how you could do the black and white deal?
Yeah.
Well, they would take pictures of me sleepwalking.
In black and white.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so creepy.
And
so you look like a ghost.
Yeah. And they would fuck with me all the time. And that's why I had nightmares all the time as a kid.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Exactly. Have you ever sleptwalk?
I remember one time. I don't know if you could call it sleepwalking, but I barely remember doing it. So what happened was I woke up in the middle of the night and I went upstairs. This was when I was at my parents' house, and I filled up a cup of water, and I was going back down to bed, and I was pouring a little bit of water on each step as I went down. And then I woke up in the morning and I'm like, why did I kind of vaguely remembered doing it, but I didn't know why I did it. But I only remember a little window of it. And then I looked and there was a cup of water right there on the nightstand. So I was like, oh, shit, I did do that last night. I don't know why I did that. Like I was like I was like sleepwalking, but partly remember it. Kind of like when Cam blacks out.
Yeah. Sleepwalking.
You're like, we did go to Brothers.
Yeah. Sleepwalking actually scares the shit out of me.
So
Because it's like, you know, people do fucked up shit in their dreams. Like their own dreams, they do fucked up shit or like think of fucked up shit. Well, if I'm already sleepwalking and my dream is telling me to like, oh yeah, look, you're just dreaming, jump
I
off
need to
the
go build a
edge,
sawhorse, and then you're using
you
power
know,
tools.
and you think you're dreaming of just like walking down the stairs and walking out to a ledge and jumping off. But I'm actually doing that. Like I'm actually walking around.
my grandparents knew a girl who sleepwalked, and one time she just got up, walked out the front door, just walked across the street, went and knocked on the neighbor's door. Which, like, is so dangerous because if there's, like, cars coming down the street, you know what I mean?
But if your body is coherent enough to move you around, I feel like if, like, a car was coming by, you would probably out of instinct, like, stop and wait for it to go by.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, because if your body, your, like, brain is an autopilot, it does have basic survival instincts, probably. It probably can
you
avoid dangerous
imagine?
things.
You just like
What if
wake
you're
up
like
in
a
the
soldier
middle.
in Afghanistan and you sleptwalked? That would be dangerous.
Yeah, you're just
Just
like out in
walk
the
out
middle of
into a
fucking
minefield.
war.
Just walk out into a minefield.
Well, like, can you imagine though somebody knocking on your door at like 4 in the fucking morning, and they're just standing there like,
They're like, Brittany, what are you doing? And you're like, you have any butter?
once
Like,
again,
it's 2 a.m.
sorry,
I'm making
but once
muffins.
again, I'm opening that door and I'm just right between the eyes.
Just cold cocking them. Here's
Part-
your stick of butter.
Stick this up your face.
Stick this in your cookie.
God.
She's making cookies. She
Baby
needs butter.
reindeer. You guys should watch that
She
show.
needs 2 eggs.
Baby reindeer. Have you watched it? Oh, it's good.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's kind of fucked up shit though.
Do you guys
Oh,
ever-
Are you going to describe it at all or just...
No, why would I ruin
Okay,
it?
fine. Baby
It's
reindeer.
on Netflix.
Let's guess what it's about. Baby
I
reindeer.
already know what
It's about a little deer with a red nose. And he was getting made fun of by all those other motherfucking reindeer that were mean to his little ass.
Exactly it.
But lo and behold, one night it was super hazy. And
All right,
this
we
big
see where you're going.
and
You
this
can
big
stop.
motherfucker with a white beard. Oh. Okay. He's like, I got some good shit I gotta go deliver to all these other little motherfuckers. I'm gonna need your
were
ass
you
up in
saying?
front so I can see. You heard?
What?
You were gonna say something.
You know what it's about. That's what you were saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you guys watch Saltburn, right?
That's a good movie.
He told me about it. Well, you already knew about it, but he was telling me about it. He's like, dude, it is fucking weird.
It is fucking weird, but it's kind of a good movie.
It got you.
Besides, at the very end when he fucks the dirt mound, I'm like, dude, come on, bro. You're down that bad. Your hand wasn't even enough anymore. Come on, bro.
Did you ever watch it?
Yeah, we watched
Oh,
it.
you did.
What do you think of the bathtub scene? It's pretty awesome, huh?
Kind of made me thirsty.
You can actually order a shot.
The Saltburn shot.
Yeah.
It's like Bailey's or something.
I don't know what's in it, but yeah, I've definitely seen it somewhere. And Bailey has been making me mad lately. She
This is why I miss having Cam on the pod, just being able to spontaneously make me laugh.
she doesn't ever want to watch
What the
As
fuck
Above,
are you
So
doing?
Below. She won't ever watch As Below, So Below with me.
You've seen it, though,
You won't
right?
watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Why don't you
watched
wanna watch
with
it?
you.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
too much.
you've
for me.
seen it.
Yeah,
we
we
watched
watched
it
here.
together.
It makes her scared.
He wants to watch it again.
She doesn't want to watch it because it makes us scared.
Dude, I just
Have you
watched
seen The Descent?
And Cam likes feeling uncomfortable.
And Midsummer.
Don't like watching that either.
Not really.
Remember when Bailey's like, I'm not really well versed in a lot of horror movies, and we're like, well, let's line up the craziest 3 we can think of.
As
to
Above,
start you
So
off.
Below, Midsummer,
And Hereditary.
Hereditary. But what was the other one? Where they're out in the woods.
Oh, The Ritual?
Yeah, The Ritual.
I don't like that one.
I remember when we were
I-
watching a bunch of Halloween movies. like horror movie.
I can watch that one now, but like the original time I was watching
You guys were like watching one a day or something. That's when we would come over
And you
like
joined
every
in?
day after work because Cam is annoying. I'm just kidding.
No, I miss it.
No personal space.
Hey,
You can say you're mad at Cam.
No, I'm not.
You want to air your grievances?
I need to.
Can you hear us, by the way, when we talk into this over here?
Barely.
Yeah.
I don't know how well it's going to translate.
I know, but I just feel like I can't hear.
I can
Yourself?
hear you good.
Okay. Okay.
Do I need to get close?
No, I just.
I mean, it'd be better quality, but it's okay.
Anyways,
You guys know what you're getting at this point. We're fucking
want-
60. This will be, I think, Dickty Dick episode.
I want to find the scariest movies and just watch them. Bailey thought I was a psychopath the other night because when I did start watching As Above, So Below, I just turned it on while I was falling asleep, and I was just watching As Above.
Now
So
that's
Below
kind of
live.
psychotic behavior. Why would you fall asleep to a horrifying movie?
I've fallen asleep to a true crime podcast before, but I
That
feel like
also
that's
seems
different.
like psychotic behavior.
No, because that's
She
just somebody
slowly
talking.
slashed above her clavicle.
I think if you like As Above, So Below, you need to watch The Descent.
The Descent.
That they're not even similar at all, though. I mean, a little bit. Actually, a little bit.
What's your favorite slasher film?
Slasher?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to say because there's so many, but you know, you can't go wrong with some of the Friday the 13th movies. I would say. So the big three: Michael Myers, Jason, and Freddy. We've watched all of those in our own little series. Michael's my favorite. The OG oldest Halloween 1978 is pretty good, and the new 2018 one is really good. Everything else is kind of shitty, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Jason, some of the older ones are real dry. Not a whole. The acting is not very good, but just the classic factor, and he's got a lot of crazy fun kills. Freddy, he brought a lot better acting. A lot of the other side characters were really good actors, but none of his kills were like realistic. They're a lot more fantastical kills because he kills you in your dreams. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. There's a lot of slasher movies. Basically, the ones that have fun kills are the ones I like.
What's the movie called with the clown?
Art the Clown or
Terrifier.
Terrifier.
The black and white cloud.
Have you guys watched the newest one?
I've heard it's the scariest or goriest out of the three, though.
Here's what I'll say about slasher movies. I don't really love them because a lot of times the plot is not as good because they're really relying on the gore.
Right.
And I like a good plot.
Right. They're kind of copy and paste.
See, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the true shit that more than
What are
likely
you
will
going
happen,
after when you're saying what's your favorite slasher? What are you going for?
Like,
My favorite killer, my favorite type of kills, my favorite plot. Like, what do you?
I don't know, just like an overall, like, I feel like I really like As Above, So Below. Hereditary was good. Like, Insidious.
But those are psychological horror.
Yeah, like, I like those a lot more because then it makes you, like, in your head, like, actually get scared. Versus, like, a slasher, it's like, okay, there's a jump scare, you know? Like, that was, like, an instant deal.
Would you count The Strangers as a slasher?
That's a home invasion, but they're still, I mean, killing them with just hand weapons.
Have you guys ever seen The Visit?
Yes.
That's a good movie.
That's a good.
I
Fun
don't
one.
think
That's
I've ever
a,
watched that one.
That's a fun one.
Because it's
That was like one of the
Wait,
first-
who would you have watched it with if you haven't seen it?
I watched it like a long time ago by myself.
That one's fun. That's a fun one. You should show him that one.
What's the new movie that's coming out?
I feel like I did.
Nosferatu,
What?
the vampire movie. Nosferatu.
I don't. Maybe.
That's the one with the grandparents, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a. Well, I'm trying to
What's
think
the
of some
one
new
that we
ones.
just watched recently with the basement deal?
The basement deal.
The huge lady in the basement.
Oh, Barbarian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That one was good. She had her big old swinging, clacking tits running.
Clacking. Just hobknocking together.
I don't know.
I would recommend the Friday the 13th series. It's kind of a good mix of fun kills and the bad acting actually is kind of funny. Mm-hmm. There's quite a few of them. There's a lot of different twists and turns it makes. the Halloween series gets a little frustrating because they have different directors. There's like 3 different storylines. Mm-hmm. The Friday the 13th is pretty much the same storyline. It's just Jason is at this lake, and you come to this lake, and you get fucking got.
Well,
and
like
he'll get you in fun, entertaining ways,
honestly,
and they're decently scary sometimes.
Jigsaw,
Saw, that's a gore fest.
Saw and
Saw's got decent plot too.
What's the other one I'm thinking of? Saw. The one where they're like just. Is that Saw? No.
Describe it.
Where they're going and the guy is like traveling, but he has like no money, so they're staying in those big ass rooms that like 16 people stay in, like a hostel.
Hostel. I haven't seen that.
You've never seen Hostel? That's a good one.
Nope. I mean, there's a lot of scary movies I haven't seen, but I'm pretty.
Hills Have Eyes.
Yep, I'm pretty versed in a lot of them, especially because of the Dead Meat. Mm-hmm. Listening to the podcast and watching kill counts, I hear about a lot of new scary movies I've never heard of, like Basket Case. Mm-hmm. That's an old, no one would ever even know about that movie, and it's kind of crazy. But
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the first one.
Oh yeah.
What's that one we watched about? The play that actually happened in Nebraska.
In Beatrice?
Yeah.
Charlie. No.
I think I know what you're talking about. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, but I can't remember what it's called.
The something.
Like with the news.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
I hate watching that movie, but it's good.
Weren't you telling me about that and describing it to me once?
Yeah, it actually what happened. It's actually a true story.
Right.
It happened in Beatrice.
Because it's about...
Have you guys ever watched Unfriended?
I've watched the second one, not the original, Unfriended Dark Web, but I don't think I've watched the first one.
The first one is crazy.
The second one's pretty crazy too. Unfriended Dark Web.
I've never seen that one.
Dark Web, you should watch that one.
Is it or Truth or Dare? That's a good one.
I've seen that one.
The Roommate.
The Roommate is really good.
The Gallows.
The Gallows is what it's called. Yeah.
The
Gallows. Yeah, that's the song that's in it. But that one's really good.
Kind of creepy.
Oh, that's why you said The Gallows.
Sorry.
No, I thought you were talking about a different one, and then I was like, that's why you said The Gallows.
I'm trying to think of another movie. Any like non-scary movies that have been good lately?
Cam and I really liked watching the Maze Runner series and the Divergent series.
I read the Maze Runner books, but I only watched the first movie. But I love Dylan O'Brien, so... What else have we watched?
Okay.
She loves Dylan O'Brien.
Also,
you've heard it here first.
I've been into watching, like, airplane...
Catastrophes?
Movies. Yeah. So, like, Carry On.
Have you watched Flight?
Carry On was one. I don't think
That's
so.
Carry On.
Have you watched Flight?
I don't think so.
It's with Denzel Washington, where he goes, "I'm drunk now."
No, I don't think
You should watch that one. I haven't seen it, but you should watch it.
And then there was another one I watched, and I can't remember what it's called, but it was good.
I have no idea if it's good or not. You should
good?
watch it.
Yes.
So if it's got Denzel, it has to be good.
Carry On?
I watched it, yeah.
Oh.
There's one scene in there, and if you guys watch it, you'll have to call because it's so fake and it looks so dumb.
If I had to recommend any movie, though, the Equalizer movies, watch all 3 of them. Mm-hmm. They're so good.
What about Ocean's 11?
Well,
and
yeah.
12 and 13 and 14
Haven't we watched those
57?
together?
No.
Ocean's 11, 12, 13, and 8.
Which one did we start watching? We never finished. When
I
we
don't
had
know.
Tricked Out
Every
Jax?
movie ever.
When we had Tricked Out Jax, and it's like long.
The Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
I took a picture of it on my phone of when we left off so we could go back and continue watching it. Yeah. I looked over at Cam and he was bobbing for apples, and I'm like, we'll finish this later.
Do you have your phone or no?
No. I don't know why I'm taking this off. Well, I had to take it off.
So you could hear her better even though she's talking directly into your ears through a mic?
Well, she's too far away. She's like this. So I wasn't really picking it up through my
You know what movies we've been rewatching lately? The Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And I'm just reminded about how good they are. I kind of forgot.
They were definitely ahead of their time.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
I never got into that.
That's okay.
Oh,
That-
Good thing they're always
Harry
still there for
Potter.
you to watch.
Never
The
got
first
into that.
Transformer,
Hey,
Megan
Cam
Fox.
knows who Dumbledore is, so.
The first Transformers, Megan Fox. She made that movie.
Stellar performance.
Oh fuck. MGK was a lucky
Do we
man.
need to leave the room? They broke up.
Yeah, I know. He was a lucky man. She's fucking crazy. They had like blood, their own blood in each other's rings.
Yeah, so they're crazy, not just her. They're both crazy.
Well, but now MGK is all about Jesus.
Well, I call bullshit on that because he cheated on her, so.
Well, but now he painted his body all black because something to do with, I don't know.
Well, we're coming up on an hour. If you guys want to keep going, we surely can. But if we're just going to keep sitting here going, oh, you know what other movie's good? It's not really.
What's new?
Great podcast.
We
but
haven't talked to you guys forever. What's new?
What's new? Not a
What's
whole
been
lot.
going on?
I mean, aside from we've been sick since your wedding.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But
Our lives are pretty boring.
that was another thing I wanted to talk about. One of my other New Year's resolutions is I just want to be more of a dad. I don't have a kid, but I want to be more like
Actually,
a dad.
that's what's new. Surprise!
No. We're
Is that
not.
what you were doing? Yeah.
No, we're not expecting. I want to be more like a dad, as in every weekend I don't have to party. I don't have to party every weekend. I can.
He's gonna be too busy grilling and building stuff in the garage.
I'm so ready to
Or just like you said, reading, just calming down. I don't, drinking every weekend is not good for your body. I'll say this. You don't necessarily have to work out and lift weights to improve your health.
No, yeah.
There are other things you can do.
I got into coloring
There you go.
I love coloring.
for like 2 days.
Wholesome hobbies and activities. I'm going to try to do more of that.
The moments where you focus on one thing.
Like, get some good markers and like the big coloring pages so it doesn't take you 5 hours.
I bought Lena a coloring book for Christmas.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Last thing to watch is The Program. You guys have to. I
What
just
is it?
thought about that. It's about back in the 2000s. There was a huge thing about like parents paying these people to come abduct their kid out of their house, and then they take them and put them in these schools.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
And
Oh, did you guys watch the Keepers? Should watch that.
The documentary about the nuns
oh no,
trying to solve they're not nuns. They're the nuns' students and the nun was murdered, and they're trying to
Their
solve her
favorite teacher
case.
was murdered, and it was like a huge cold case, and they were trying to figure out because it was all just like swept under the rug by the Catholic Church, and the students took it upon themselves to
But they're
try to investigate the death.
they're little old ladies now trying to figure it out, and it's so good.
And they've just wrangled hundreds of people to follow their Facebook page. You should
so
watch
it's like don't fuck with cats.
I didn't ever watch that one.
You didn't? Mm-mm. Oh, it made me hate people.
Yeah,
You have to watch it.
I don't know if I can.
Cam wants to rewatch it. I'm like, no. One time's good.
The only part that is bad with cats is the very beginning. And then it's just a bunch of internet people that solve murders.
Trying to get it figured out.
Doesn't that happen in The Roommate, where she puts a cat in the dryer?
Yep.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm not watching that.
The one
You got me fucked up.
don't
I got
fuck
a
with
little
cats.
boy and a little girl here.
He takes a bunch of kittens
They're cats.
and puts them in a vacuum sealed bag and
Shut the fuck up. I'm just kidding. I don't want to hear about that though.
we nothing's real new really. I'm so ready to get back to just a boring fucking life.
That's what I'm saying.
Sitting there playing video games all weekend or watching TV.
I want to chill more.
The other Sunday was the greatest Sunday I've had in a long time. We did